Vivienne is from Austria, and she's a top life business coach, speaker, and what I like about her, she's very systemized. One of the things, I'll tell you this, you never need to be the best speaker. And that's one thing that we saw with Anders. You don't need to be the best speaker. What people are looking for, I know some speakers that do a better job than me. But when it's time for people to buy their program, buy their investment, they don't do very well. And our next speaker is from Austria. And when I went there, everybody says that I wouldn't make it, the American way would not work it. And she has also become one of our top clients there in Austria. Really, really good. And I like her focus. I like how she breaks down things. She makes it easy and systemized. And that's what we need to do. I think all of you, the lesson is you need to systemize your business. You can't just wing it, guess it. That's going to be an important part as well. So please welcome all the way from Austria, Vivienne Posch, everyone.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you know what the most powerful force on the world is? Yell it out if you know. Yes, it's compounding interest. If we gather enough compounding interest, we are on our way to exponential growth. How many of you have experienced exponential growth in their life? Wow. How many of you would love exponential growth in their life? Okay, so some of you have experienced exponential growth and you want more. Others are on the verge of it and you deserve it. You worked so hard. And some of you have only heard of it. And you wonder if it will ever happen for you. All of you are here because you want to grow. And none of you are here for just a little growth. How many of you want just a teeny tiny little growth? Nobody. We all are here for big, massive changes in our life. As you heard in JT's wonderful introduction, I'm the exponential coach. I have experienced exponential growth in my life, my career, my income, but more importantly, I provide that for my clients and their businesses. You all want exponential growth, but how many of you can tell me how to get it? Maybe some of my left-brainers out there can explain the mathematical formula for exponential growth. And my right-brainers out there don't give a shit how it happens, if it happens, right? Just the results, please. Well, if you want the results and the rewards of exponential growth, it might help to understand a little bit about how it happens. So first, you need a base, a starting point. It's the first measure by which the end results are compared to. Then you apply an exponent. It's the power to which the base value is raised. The results are then greater than a multiplier. They are exponential. And I'd like to expand on how this happens in our life and business and not just in math class. Because in the equation 3 to the power of 5, 3 is the base. But in life and business, you are the base. We are the base. I am the base. Let me say it again. You are the base. So wherever you are in your life and business today, that is the base. When you are 30 pounds overweight and cannot run a mile under 10 minutes, or you cannot run a mile at all, that is your base. If your child gets bullied because you cannot afford to buy him new clothes, that is your base. If you have a stupid friend that is somehow making more money than you, that is your base. Or if you are a business owner, struggling daily, anxious to get more clients or order intakes, that is your base. If you are a solopreneur, wondering if you will ever be able to afford to hire some help, that is your base. If you are working way too hard to make that quantum leap, but you work your way to exhaustion with very little progress, that is your base. Or if you have a thriving business and the closest cars and home to prove it, but now you are bored because you don't know if you want to work that hard again for that next level that you haven't even defined yet. that is your base. Do you get the idea? Most people, including those that we consider successful, are very often underachieving and underfulfilled, overwhelmed with stress, debt, anger, boredom, or resentment, because your potential is your base. But did you ever deposit potential into your bank account? If we could deposit potential into our bank accounts, we would all be rich, right? So let's talk about applying an exponent to your base that will lead to the growth you really want. Can we do that? Are you ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the exponent is coaching. Why coaching is the exponent? Coaching, the exponent is the power to which the base is raised. We are the beneficiaries of our coaches and mentors. Now, all the coaching sessions that I have delivered, all the coaching sessions that I have received, all the books I have read, all the seminars I have attended, all the seminars that I have held, every time I have spoken on stage, all that combines into a power to which your base can be raised. Coaches are living, breathing sources of power for their clients. Now, how many of you have worked with a coach and have taken off? Yes. And how many of you have said, I don't need a coach? Be honest. How often have you said, I don't need a coach, I can do it on my own? Well, trust me when I tell you, a base to a power of one is itself. So there must be a second power. And it's not going to be your spouse, and it's not going to be your friend. It's got to be a coach. Nobody succeeds alone. We might grow, we might get better, we might add to our base by reading a book or adding another skill. We might subtract from the base by removing a toxic relationship. We might divide our base by sharing our gifts and talents. We might even multiply our gifts with certain education or techniques. Anybody can grow through the process of addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. But it's exponential growth that we are looking for. In my 16 years as a coach, I have learned that the best way to exponential results for people is to combine the transactional with the transformational, the mindset with the strategy, the action with the attraction. Some coaches are good at one, at strategy. Others are good with law of attraction. I combine both. Listen, many people focus on changing behaviors and habits in order to change results, a slow and potentially painful way. With my system, you ignite change at the deepest level of your mind, and the focused, productive, and result-oriented actions follow. A client of mine, a management consultant, was stuck in his business. He used my system to set a goal far beyond his comfort zone. With the daily structure of my program, he managed to align his actions with his vision, and he hit his goal within several weeks. And even after this great success, since he's a very analytical person, he wanted to have more validation, set an even bigger goal, and reached it. His income and business has grown exponentially, and on top of that, he's building multiple streams of income. Another client of mine, a financial advisor, had many successes in the past, but he lost his goal, his vision for life. He used my system to find and discover his new purpose, his heart's desire. He built his business around his family, and he's now spending more time with his family and loved ones, and he has a thriving business at the same time. So what I see you can achieve with coaching is multiple streams of income, time and money freedom, going on vacation whenever you like, buy the things you want when you want, a fulfilled marriage or single life, whatever you want, time to work out and feel great. Spend time with your family or loved ones. Your work is in demand, You have grown your business, automated things, delegated the lower level work, time to travel, go to places you want, all that and more. Ladies and gentlemen, exponential growth is a formula, and you can have it. So in conclusion, we talked about the base, we talked about the exponent, and we talked about the results that are waiting for you when you hire a coach. The results are exponential. It's eruptive, like a volcano. Without a coach, your potential is trapped like lava under a mountain. With a coach, the results explode. And of course, things in motion stay in motion. We all agree that compounding interest is what we want. Let me leave you by suggesting that you have a compounding interest because change is inevitable, but personal growth is a choice. Let your interest in exponential growth compound. Thank you very much.